What's up guys, Corvus here and welcome to episode 56 of my Paradox Grand Campaign in Crusader Kings 2. On the previous episode, well, the most important thing that happened was our character became an immortal. Emperor Vaccio II the Wise of Italy, aged 50, and yet he still has a young portrait. Because he is now immortal, so will never age. I believe he was 48 when he got the trait. So he's a forever 48-year-old. He does have gout, which isn't great. So, on today's episode, one thing I did just notice is that this county here, Altmark, in the Duchy of Sorbia, was conquered by someone in our kingdom. So, we could technically give it to this guy, who's the High Chief of Pomerania. We could give him the Duchy of Sorbia. Right, you should be under this guy. We are going to transfer her vassalage back under the Duke. She probably fought very hard for independence and now we just transferred her back under the Duke she fought for independence from. So we're going to make this guy into a double Duke, I think. He's actually on Gavelkind, so that wouldn't be a good idea. Although it would divide, yeah, that's actually a decent idea. So let's grant it, we'll actually have to create the duchy. Actually no, wait a second. It's Kingdom of Mauritania and Kingdom of Pomerania are, go to Kingdom Map mode, are not going to become part of my land de jure because we have other kingdoms inside of our kingdom. So we are actually just going to give this guy the Kingdom of Pomerania as well. Duchy of Sorbia will create that, and Kingdom of Pomerania will also create and give to this boy over here. He's of my dynasty, it's just a kinsman. We're going to grant him the Duchy of Brandenburg, and we'll grant him, we can't grant him the kingdom title. Why can we not grant a kingdom title? Did we not just create the Kingdom of Pomerania? Does he not own one of the two provinces in that duchy, in that kingdom? That's annoying. I just created a kingdom for no real reason then. Why am I having real trouble with kingdoms? I can't give out kingdom titles, I can't transfer vassalage of dukes under kings. There's something weird going on. Right, all these don't really matter at this point because we're immortal, so we shouldn't get inherited at any point. Which means we can't really inherit empires. We can't really inherit the Byzantines. Actually, do we have a claim on the Byzantine Empire? We do. It's a weak claim. We can only press it if it's a female emperor or regency. Something like that. Well, he has cancer. So he's likely to die pretty soon. When the next guy comes to the throne. So this guy is the heir to the Byzantines, and then it goes to Vamvoludes. And in a sense, so Gorsian is actually 4th, and then Hildigus is 6th in line. So we do have a chance of inheriting it, not for us, but for our family. So we're going to let time progress now. They want to betroth my daughter to some random people. No, go away. Go away, I said. My son has come of age, David. We are going to marry him off to the Duchess of Dauphine, or the Duchess of Tunis, perhaps. Now let's do Duchess of Dauphine. Let's just try and put our family on every single throne we can. Thierry Carling, he is, who is he? It's King of East Francia, which still has a Carling on it. Oh yes, that was our next goal. We were going to go for Khazaria. I think we may go for this duchy up here, Gilland. Poitiers has usurped city from someone. People are conspiring to kill me. I'd prefer if I wasn't being killed. I think that is just my paranoia, however. Because we don't have any known plots against us. Where is our current fabrication happening? Did we fabricate on something? Do we have a claim? A claim on over here. Well, let's do that. And where's the army? It's up here. We will get a fleet. How many can you carry? 3,000. That's from these guys. You have 6. Not many. You guys have 4. 12. 11. Bring all of you over to here. Down here we have 7. Is that enough? I don't think it is. I think we have about maybe 10,000. 13,000. So it is just enough. We'll get the fleet on. We'll dock up in our province over here, Leinster as it's called in EU4. Now we're going to go to Ossory, siege it down. We're not going to assault because it wouldn't be worth it. We're still losing money, which is insane that we lose money despite being as big as we are. You would make a very good diplomat. We've sieged that down. We can now offer peace. Take the county. We took it directly. We are going to give it to this guy. Grant landed title. County of Ossory. We're also going to create this duchy and give it to this kinsman. Duchy of Leinster. There we go. And where's our next target? Like where, for example, is our Chancellor at the moment? He's in Makran. Isn't that in India? Did I decide on this plan? Oh no, it's not. It's over here. Because I remember now. The Abbasids broke up. They weren't actually the Abbasids at the time. But they broke up into many small Sunni kingdoms. So now may be the time to fight the Quadrids, depending on how many men they have. It's a female sultana in charge, but they do have 36,000. That's about how many I can raise. I can raise about 50,000, including my retinue, but my retinue often gets smashed. So maybe it's not the best thing. Oh yes, that's something we could do. We could get more retinue. I remember now. Eventually I think we will update our retinue so that it's not as weak as it is at the moment. Because right now, my retinue can be beat by probably an army of 10,000, despite being a 15,000 man army. So our next target is likely to be that far over in the world. So I'm going to send the army to the eastern fringes of the empire. Over to here. So you are going to come here. Going to get on the fleet. You're too big for the fleet now, of course you are. 21 more boats. Definitely do the job. Group you up, get on the boats. Now you're going to come over to here. Some usurper has usurped. Done his job quite well then. Who here? Silvestro will appoint since he's a king vassal. Can we appoint a third guy here. Yes, this one. A third important vassal. What I was going to say if I had completed the complete sentence. And everyone in our realm likes us. So that's a positive. She can become diligent. We are playing on speed 5 at the moment. And I think that's justifiable, seeing as how my character should live forever. As long as I don't put him in battle. So you're going to march over to that province. Not sure why you're taking so much attrition there. Shouldn't be that bad, it's coastal. You would think it would be able to support quite a lot of troops. So we're going to stand the entire army on this province. And then when we get the chance, we can go to war over here against the Shebanids, who have 11,500 men. We have about 18,000 once these have all reinforced, which is a decent chunk. We should be able to win that war. Group you up, we'll appoint our best commanders. Like that. When you're on 25, or am I just a moron? He's good at mountain combat. What is the terrain like over here? Mountains. Okay, so he'll definitely be leading. She is good at heavy troops, which we don't really have. We're going to appoint the Mazovia guy, because he's also mountain based. He's dealing with an assassination attempt. Strong claim on Württemberg, which is a county. He's a duke. He is the Duke of Ivrea, however. And Ivrea seems to hold a lot of things. Sure. Hedge Knight release, lose 25 prestige. Someone dislikes me, or gain some prestige but lose some piety. We'll do that. We are at 8,000 prestige now and 3,500 piety. We've become close friends with Duke Thomas of Modena, who we just granted a claim to someone else on this guy's vassal's title. We'll resist our foul impulses. I think our prisoners we are just going to release. So is it just C? Yes, just C. So any non-important prisoners are just going to be released. Some have been in prison for 16 years. It's a long time. 14 years and this girl is still only 15. We captured a 1-year-old and kept her in prison for her whole life. This lady here, Tassa, has been in prison for 36 of her 37 years. She's not going to know what to do with herself. We lost the trade temperate. Apparently people wanted me to keep all of those people in prison. Princess, my daughter-in-law, apparently fancies me. Do we sleep with our daughter-in-law? She's a Carling. Sure. It's good to be the emperor. Wonder if we impregnated her or not. Build a war chest. Let's get some money rolling in. We'll just force the prince to lose some prestige. We could extort subjects. My son has become a great eminence. Let's try and gain charitable. He actually gained content, which isn't that bad, considering what we're up to at the moment. We don't want that many ambitious people around us. So we could give it to this duchess here. Is this a viceroyalty? It is. We could give it to Tunis. That's Gavelkind at the minute, or Marrakesh. Both of these are... let's give it to Tunis. How old are you? 11. Oh, that's old enough. I don't like having more than like 5 years, say, between them if one of them's just came of age and one of them's... Like, I don't want to marry off a, say, I don't know, a 16-year-old to a 5-year-old. Because who knows in 11 years what will have happened. None of these are really important enough for me to marry her off matrilineally. And she's just a kinswoman, so we will just marry her off to the Duke of Transylvania. There you go. Ambitious. I know we said we didn't really need ambitious, but we actually got arbitrary. Isn't amazing. Serene Republic of Genoa is no longer considered a de jure part of the Empire of Italia. What? After 10 years under the Empire of Italy. Ah, because it's a custom title. It's not Italia, it's Italy. Like if we go to Empire view, it's Italy, not Italia. We have Hispania, Arabia, we have Italy in the middle of it. The Byzantines have land up here. So Mauritania is an actual kingdom. Of course I will come. Do we have a relative over here? No, we don't. So we could give that girl the Kingdom of Pomerania. Why can we not give it to this guy? We can't give this kid the Kingdom of Pomerania when he's the King of Pomerania. Like, he holds all the land necessary. Can't give it to... Oh, because they're tribal. Is that it? Yes, they're tribal. So we need to get him to turn into non-tribal. So we could do that by helping him upgrade his hill fort. His capital hill fort. Gain some revolt risk. Sure. My prince, my son, thinks the child is his. We lose 1 piety. We're going to name my granddaughter after my wife. And get her educated. This son, I'm going to demand the religious conversion of everyone here. She's Catholic. The daughter and son are both Orthodox, though. So it looks like France is having a revolt problem. Let's get the carousing started. Chance to gain diplomacy, we may as well chance it. No. I'm starting to get a hold of what events do what. I'm not having to read them anymore. Patient, bad and cynical. Castile exists. It isn't a Catholic kingdom though. More carousing. Let's just calm down. Let's not have a fight or anything. Just give me more diplomacy points. Right, you. We're going to redeploy you. So we're going to bring you back. Okay, we just send you again. Yeah, so we're going to go here, going to bring you back, and then send you again. It's a mess over here. If this wasn't the Abbasids, then we would have... Who are you? Interesting. So it's someone over here. The kingdom. That's Pressburg, it's here. Where's Pressburg's capital? Oh, over here. So they've taken over... That changes nothing. They've taken over... Not Hungary, it's not called Hungary at this period. Can't remember the name. Seek treatment for my illness. Just do what you know how to do. Yes, good. I don't need to do experimental because I'm not going to die from illness. So I don't see the point in risking getting like a limb chopped off, something like that. I really want this, because then we can go to war for India. So we have a kinsman here, heir to the kingdom of Pictland. And he's gained great eminence. Awesome. Let's try and get charitable. He got charitable, good. Let's get him married off to a family member. No, you can just marry anyone. Really. It doesn't matter. How about... let's see if there's any good genetic traits. Is there genius? Strong. There's a couple strong people. Let's get him married off to this strong girl. So he is the firstborn son of the Queen of Pictland, who is married matrilineally, or married regularly to my nephew. And she just became a duchess rather than a queen because they lost to a prince bishop. Are you kidding me? So Scotland is now a prince bishopric with the capital. How can I lose capitals? Where is Scotland's capital? Yes, where are you? It's not here. I have no idea where it is. Anyway guys, that's going to be the end of today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, make sure to leave a like, hit subscribe as well. Make sure to come back on Monday for more of my Paradox Grand campaign. Tell me down in the comments below if you think there's anything I can improve on this series. And from me, Corvus, thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.